Hold up. Wait a minute. There we go. All right. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We're back. We're back. Sooner than we thought.
Back. Yes, we.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Brian got a new X-Men background. I like it.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, we got Avengers too.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
The whole
All right,
Marvel
so we did,
universe.
yeah, definitely. So we did 7 last time. Now we're doing 8. Let me tell y'all something. Whew, this was a lot of work. There's so much action in this one.
Uh-huh.
So much action. It is like wild. So yeah, I guess let's get into it. Let me get the thing up here. All right, so Tony likes this with the big screen, so we're gonna do that. All right,
I'm
y'all.
just thinking the theme song as I look at it. Right.
All right, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Why is this not? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Back up. That's not.
Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. You ever see that video? Oh, did Tony go? Okay, there.
Well, that's me. I want to apologize to your audience. For some reason, allergy season is early and abnormal. So if I drop off camera, I'm trying not to blow my nose on his show while we talk about X-Men, because this is not my mutant power. Thank you very much.
You could probably mute yourself too, probably, huh?
Or take yourself off cam.
Y'all let me know.
Either way, I don't care. All right, I forgot I didn't shift over the right images because I had to resize them so I could see everything better. Hold on 1 second, let me fix that. We're so professional up in here.
We really are.
Yep.
All right, there we go. Now I got it fixed. Okay, let me get it back up on the screen. And I gotta get the chat. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Having trouble finding that site. What you mean?
Uh-oh. Here we go, yo.
Don't make me restart the whole
Stand by,
thing.
ladies and gentlemen. We are experiencing temporary difficulties, technical difficulties.
Temporary.
I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to see the chat, so I got to restart.
Restart it. Moment.
Not the whole.
And Brian holds down on the floor.
And hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Brian from Texas, and now we have Rick from the great state of PA.
Massachusetts.
We're off to a great start.
Massachusetts. Oh yeah, my bad.
Who's from Massachusetts?
I thought he was. He's in PA.
From Texas, from Georgia, from New England. What's happening?
In Connecticut.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Okay.
No.
Right, now, I took this from the intro. Sometimes they add little things to the intros that's different from all the other ones. In the original series, there was one where time shifted and Wolverine and Aurora Storm were actually a thing. They were together, kind of a dystopian future kind of a thing. And then Bishop ended up going there and he's like, hold up, this is all messed up. We gotta fix it.
You're right.
Something's not right. And I think it was Xavier, something with Xavier. So just a little reminder that this is kind of, well, we'll find out later. But anyway. So, all right. The episode is called Here Tolerance is Extinction Part 1.
I need to throw something in if you don't mind.
What's that?
Caller says, hi, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to chat. Hold on.
I can't get the TikTok.
Oh, it's on yours. Okay, gotcha.
I got TikTok linked up, so sorry about that.
If you want your chat to be seen, you got to come on mine. Just kidding. Doesn't matter. All right. Tolerance is Extinction Part 1. Cable is out there, and he is target practice, I guess.
Yes.
Let me make sure I got my TikTok right here. All right, cool. So, you're over there on TikTok. I see you over there. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so target practice. Cable's back, and Scott is there, and Jean talking to him, and like, this is their reunion now. They're back together after all this time, and they're talking about how they don't know why Bishop, because remember Bishop took him as a baby, Nathan as a baby, into the future. So they're like, what happened?
Exactly.
They somehow got separated in the time stream, so he ended up one place, Bishop ended up in another place, and then she's like, have you spent much time with him? He goes, no, his other mutant powers did disappear as soon as I walked into the room, which I thought was kind of funny. Not funny, but funny. Sometimes it's like that, y'all, especially teenagers. But we talking about grown man. But anyway, out there, he's cleaning his guns as a good gun owner does, I guess, right? Brian, can you attest you?
As a good responsible gun owner, yes.
You the Texan up in here. So yeah, there he is, and they're talking still. And Scott says something about the one thing Xavier really didn't teach me was how to be a father, kind of like he was a father figure to us. I was like, oh wow, that hits hard. So now they're in the I was gonna say danger room. This ain't the danger room.
Situation room.
Yeah, that's a good name. And they're discussing what's going on, and it's Bastion, and Cable knows a lot about it because he's from that future, and they're explaining everything he knows, and yada yada. And he was saying they're trying to elevate humankind by turning him into Sentinels. Like that's like the next evolution. Cable's like, no, we can't let that happen. We gotta stop it, yada yada. And then he explains to them what the future's like, because Morph jokes and says, "Oh, great, another future where Wolverine's the last one to survive." And under the dystopian future, dystopian, that's a big SAT word, like not good, end of the world type scenario. And for those that may not know, and Tony took himself off, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And so he's explaining, no, that couldn't be further from the truth. It's actually beautiful. Like, look at it. It's like technologically advanced and everything. And he's like, no, not at all. And what happened was they subjugated all the mutants, and all the regular humans became these hybrid
cybernetic.
Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty
Android type people. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. So they said, yeah, if you're a mutant, they put you to work. So here's like an assembly line. I guess they're smashing rocks, maybe gold. I don't know what that is. So they put him to work. And this is Lorna Dane. She's actually Magneto's daughter.
Wow.
And she's up in space, and I guess she's doing something to the electromagnetic field of the Earth for some reason, I suppose. I don't know. This is all future. And then this is Rachel Summers. That's one of my favorites. Most people don't know about, but she's like an alternate Scott and Jean daughter from a different timeline.
Right.
And so they're making her work. Everybody who's a mutant, you get to work. And if you look in the background, there's like the regular kind of
who words was.
Yeah, they're watching you, making sure you don't do nothing wrong. So, and then so they're like, well, Cable, you got a time machine. Why didn't you go back and fix it?
Right.
He said, every time I try to go back and fix it, time or something, they said something would pull me back right at that point where I would actually be able to do something, make a difference. And if you remember, well, we're actually going to see in a second. And Beast says, yeah, I've heard about the people in Karmatage. That's like Doctor Strange stuff.
Yes.
Talk about there's fixed points in time where no matter what you do, you can't change this one thing that's going to happen. So you think that's why he could never change it. He says, I tried so many times and he can never change anything. And so, yeah, this was when he tried again, which is a flashback, to go back and change it. And there's Madeline, his mom. He gets reunited with his mom, but then that time pulled him back again. He couldn't change it. He tried to warn everybody. He's like, get out. But nope, it was too late. So, dad and a son having a little tiff, Jean always got to get in the middle. That's what moms do, even though she's not his mom, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? They got to work together. They got to figure this out. And so they said, look at the TV. And on the TV, they're showing, because I guess they leaked the fact that Xavier is actually alive. He's in another galaxy with all these aliens. People are like, hold up. Not only is he alive, he's with aliens. Is he going to bring them here? Are we going to get invaded?
Right.
It's really dumb that they did this. Now you're going to cause mass panic without the whole planet. And so they're looking at it and they're discussing it like, Charles Xavier is alive. And did they know? And all this stuff. And then they said, and coincidentally, Gyrick, he happened to be found dead, which Bastion, as we saw in the last one, did. So I think she's trying to say, Xavier's alive, but Gyrick's dead. The guy who tried to kill Xavier, but now he's dead and he's alive. They're trying to imply some funny business going on involving
Yes.
Xavier. Xavier's not even in the same galaxy, so whatever. Anyway, and then we switch back to, and this episode has a lot of switching back and forth to different scenes back and forth a lot. So we're back to Roberto's house. They're having dinner there, and this guy on the TV, William Stryker, he's another whack job who would love to kill every mutant he could possibly find, and he thinks he's doing it for God. He's a whack job, total whack job.
So they changed the story from him going against mutants based on what happened to his son.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And so Roberto's mom's like, I'm going to have this fabulous party. We're going to raise money for the poor mutants because, the X-Men couldn't do much. And then Jubilee was like, hold up. X-Men ain't do much. They're there right now. And she got ticked off that she said that. And then they kind of going at it now, back and forth,
Yeah, she's been condescending to her.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, Lord, you don't want bad blood between your future mother-in-law, possibly.
You don't.
But, oh, well. And she's like, "Come on, Roberto. We don't gotta stay here for this. You got a trust fund, and I got stores to do. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the whatever mall we got around here." So he gets up and he goes. I'm like, "Oh man, okay. He's going against his mom. All right." Then we go jump to Rogue, and Jean is there trying to get into her mind, so she could see if she's okay in there. Can she wake her up? What's going on? And Kurt's asking, like, "Do you think you could do anything, Miss Gray?" And she's like, "Oh, call me Jean." It's like, "Oh, Madeline like to be called by her first name too." They're just discussing different things, and she says she's gonna try her best to try to help her. But then they're talking, and Jean's talking about how even though she didn't experience, let me go back, everything that Madeline experienced, somehow their memories merged.
Yes.
So she feels like she went through all the stuff that Madeline actually went through. So she's like, I wasn't pregnant, but I know what it feels like to be pregnant. I didn't have the baby, but I know what it feels like to have the baby. Like everything that she went through, I feel like I went through, even though I didn't. But she's like, but I know it wasn't me, and he's not really my child, and da-da-da-da. And he says this one line that's really cool. Family is blood. No, blood is blood, but family you get to choose, or something like that, to the fact,
Right.
you get to pick your family. Is, that's kind of a deep thing. A lot of people say.
Tobishka, how you doing? Thank you for coming through.
So, yeah, a lot of discussion there. And now they're in the Blackbird, X-Jet, whatever you want to call it. And then, again, I told you there's a lot of switching. So now this is Valerie Cooper. She's like the government liaison between mutants and the government and stuff like that. And she's actually with Sinister. Oh, great. So, he's always trying to do some kind of experiment or whatever.
Exactly.
And they're talking, and she's like, I don't know about this. I know y'all going to kill everybody like this. And, they're going. And now, again, Magneto,
strapped up.
Until last time we thought he was dead. And now not only is he not dead, not only is he captured, but they got this dude in this black Speedo. Bro, how much do you want to humiliate this man?
Sure.
With the collar. So he can't use his powers. I'm like, man, y'all are just...
I know, like, why you got to have him like that, though? It's like, just leave him in his outfit.
Yeah, y'all wrong for that. I guess they're just trying to humiliate. There he is. And I'm pretty sure she feels really bad. She didn't know else was going to happen. She know they're going to do this to Magneto. I think she respects him.
She does.
So, yeah. And then she sees like the tattoo of when you're from the Auschwitz thing. The Jews were
the Holocaust.
Yeah, the Holocaust. Yes, the Holocaust.
So,
like, if I may, I don't think he was. I think he was Polish.
Yeah, he's Polish, but
he's Polish.
Yeah, but I think he was like caught up in all that. With
yes.
So she's like, is this happening all over again? Is that what we're doing? Just like that back then? Now we're going to try to, instead of exterminating Jews, now we're going to try to exterminate mutants. So kind of a correlation between those events. So it's got her really thinking hard. And she's like, will you talk to me? Will you talk to me? And he ain't saying nothing. She's like, please say something. Say something. And he just glares at her. He ain't saying nothing. He's just ticked off.
JB was good. We got JB and Toby watching, gentlemen.
Hey, JB, what's up? JB was actually on my broadcast earlier. I was cracking up.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah. So Beast is there doing his work now. They actually captured Trask, who was the hybrid when Rogue dropped him and killed him back. Not by accident, but she dropped him. they captured him, so he's studying him. And then Trish Tilby shows up, the reporter, and Morph lets her in, and he's like, oh, he says something smart here, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, he goes, "Oh, I didn't recognize you with without the cameras and the microphones."
Yeah.
Bro. Anyway, he's a little bitter, I guess. So she's like, "Oh, so you're trying to figure this out?" And he goes, "Yeah, we're gonna see if we can use like his mind brain to see if anybody else is out there, how many's out there, and what, use the information we can to figure out what's going on." So they're just kind of talking about that, and then you see the globe here, and this is where he's going to hopefully be able to find out how many of these people are around the world, these hybrid things. So now we are in another scene. Jean, Scott, and Cable, they were trying to find out more about Bastion, and it brings them to Bastion's childhood home. Yeah. And now this is very interesting. I actually asked Bo Mayo about this in a message, but he never answered me back.
Okay.
She is using something that's called psychometry, which is something that Longshot, I don't know if you ever remember that character Longshot.
Mm-hmm.
So basically is if you touch something, you could see its past, who used it, who was involved, stuff like that. Now, to me, that would make more sense if it was the daughter, Rachel Summers I was talking about earlier, because she does have time powers. I've never seen Jean use that. But see how the wheel looks transparent? That's because that's the psychometry thing. That's the thing she's seen in the past. And I noticed on that tricycle that looks upside down, it says, it's spelled out 0. I was like, oh, like Operation Zero Tolerance. I see what you did there.
Right.
So they go into the house and they're like seeing all these toys and oh, look at that, robots. That purple one with this is actually Machine Man. See, pointing at it with the arrow. That's actually a character called Machine Man. He's like a robot cyborg kind of a thing too, but nothing to do with
baby Sentinel.
Yeah, but this has nothing to do with Sentinel.
Prototype.
Yeah. So they're looking around and here's a picture of Bastion as a kid blowing out his candles with his parents. These parents, again, if you ever go back and look at the old X-Men cartoon when they had that whole time change and Storm and Wolverine were together, these two characters are in that episode. So this is a whole callback to the old one. I was like, oh, wow. So, and then someone is sitting in their chair, looking a little creepy, waiting for them. I was like, who is this old lady? And she's like, oh, my son told me you were going to come tomorrow. Y'all are early. She's like, oh, hey, you, the big one, help this old lady out the chair. So he comes over and she goes, let me go pack. And Jean's like, what do we do? And he's like, well, I guess we just play along with it. So then she's looking around and she's looking in his room, looking at stuff. And then here we go with this psychometry thing. She touches this picture he drew and she starts to see stuff from his past. Again, this is never a power that Jean Grey has had in any other iteration, comics, movies, or nothing. But here it's happening. Like, okay, it is what it is. So she's seeing him as a kid in class, and he's like covering his ears because he keeps hearing machines. He's hearing like machines. He's like, he can't understand what this is. He knows something's weird and it's not normal because nobody else seems to hear this stuff. And then you see he hears this image of you're going to be the greatest mutant of them all. And I'm like, now wait a minute. That's very ironic that you just called him a mutant and you're trying to kill all the mutants.
Yeah.
Do we not see the contradiction there?
Right.
So, yeah. So and anyway, they go back to the past. Well, no, this is still Jean showing she's seeing the past. And that thing on the ground, that pink thing, that's the remnants left of Nimrod. And it finds the father and crawls up his leg, goes into his ear, and now it has infected him. And so now you see they show you Nimrod this time. It's like Nimrod is now in this father, in the dude. And let's get it on. He's infected.
Easy.
He gets her pregnant. They knock boots. And now they're going to have this hybrid baby, which is
technically an artificial biological insemination.
Yes.
Sure. And there she's pregnant, and I'm sure they have no clue they're about to have a robot baby. And then you see him as a kid here, and he's talking to the mom, and he's upset. He's like, Mom, am I ever going to be normal? And she's like, you are normal. You are normal. But of course, you ain't normal. Get out of here. You ain't normal. Michael Bathurst has joined. Oh, he may not still be there. But yeah, so he knows something's up. He knows he's not normal, and he can cry. You can see kind of tears right there. So I don't know how normal he is, but yeah. And they show him as an adult. This is all Jean seeing the stuff through touching things, and then she's explaining like he's actually a evolution of every Sentinel ever created from the past, even into the future, because it
Right.
was Nimrod from the future. So he's like a whole combination of all of them. I'm like, that doesn't sound good.
That's
That's
creepy.
Very
Exactly.
creepy. So speaking of Bastion, there he is, and this other chick, the bald black chick. I don't really talk about her much, but she seems to be following him around all the time and is like encouraging him. I realized that on the second time around watching it. But
Yeah, I think she was like kind of like a trusty assistant. I think that was her role.
yeah, seems that way. Yeah. So back with Magneto again. And now, oh, look at this.
Dr. Doom.
Dr.
Doom is
Doom.
on screen.
Yes. Thank you for the likes, Tobisha.
He is actually getting like world powers around the world in on this whole situation, talking about, we're going to take care of the mutants. They're not going to be a problem anymore. And hey, Michael, I see you now on TikTok. And then we got Baron Zemo, I think his name is, if I'm not mistaken. So he's in on this whole thing too. It's like, wow, you
Does
just
that name sound familiar to anybody?
Yes, from X-Men. Captain America: Civil War.
Exactly.
Yep. So except he looks real different here, but they're more faithful to the comic books. But yeah. So hey, Seth, what's up? So they're having this big powwow, talking about what they're gonna do, and Val Cooper here does not really look too happy about it. And she didn't know they were gonna kill everybody. Then he brings her to this room with these big old tanks with that green stuff in it, and what they're doing is taking humans, putting them in there, and that's how they're making them into these hybrid Sentinels, human Sentinels. And Sinister, he looks happy as could be because he loves experimenting on people because he's a sicko. So yeah, this guy they're getting ready to dunk him in, and he's explaining, and she's like, "Do they even know?" He's like, "No, they're not going to know nothing. They know that they're pro-human, so they're doing something to help that, but they don't know what we're doing here. They're not going to remember being here, and they're not going to know that they're changed until they come across a mutant, and then it might trigger them. Like,
Right.
that's kind of messed up." So, and then she turns and she sees that these guys that have already been turned and they're using powers and stuff like that. And then this guy, he just came out of the green goo, whatever, and you see his eyes there kind of look yellow, and they still don't know.
He's activated.
They don't know what's gonna, they don't know what they did to them really.
Right.
And she's like, I can't believe you did this. We were supposed to, said you were going to be Sentinels. You didn't say you were going to use human civilians to do all this stuff. And he says something like, you sound like the dinosaur complaining before the asteroid hits the Earth and destroys everything. Like, what? Dude, you are crazy. Okay, now, Mama, Bastion's mama, she gets up and she wants to show his artwork, and she goes, "This is his favorite." And I think this was the latest one he did. And he says, "I call this one the future." And it looks like Sentinels.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
No, not at all. So, and then she says, what's interesting is that art often imitates life. And then this crap.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yes.
What in The Exorcist is going on up in here?
Mhm.
And she changes he turned his own mama
Yep.
into one of these things. Are you serious? Bro, that's messed up. That is messed up. So again, we switch. They do a lot of switching. Back to Roberto and Jubilee. And I see Wasserman's up there. Is that a real place?
Never heard of it.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say I never heard of Wasserman's. It sounds fancy, but I never heard of it. So they're going shopping because that's what she said she was going to do because he got a trust fund, right? And she's like, "What do you think about this outfit?" She goes, "Never mind, I like it. You don't gotta tell me what you think." Whatever. She's so Jubilee. So anyway, and then the butler, I like to call him Jeeves, even though that's not his name. I think Roberto's like, "Yo, can we get a little bit of privacy here?" Oh no,
Exactly.
he's a Sentinel too. Oh crap, who ain't a Sentinel? My God, what in the world? How did all this happen behind closed doors? So they took off, we're back with Beast, and he's about to turn on the thing to find out how many of these things are in the world. And holy moly, the thing turns
Whole
lights up
planet.
red everywhere. They're all over the
Yes.
place. He's like, "Oh no, we got to warn the team." And then they're showing people just randomly changing. So bloop bloop, these people all changed. The parents changed, the kids didn't. Kids are
Right.
looking like, y'all looking a little weird right now about what's going on here.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's you imagine your parents are all of a sudden robots? That's messed up.
Exactly.
And then he's like, "We got to warn the team." And Trish goes, "No, don't." And look at her hand. You too?
Exactly.
He's
Yep.
also a freaking Sentinel. What? And she's like, "Yeah, no, we ain't gonna do nothing." And she pretty much throws him across the room. Look at her putting her high heels on his chest. Like, nope, we are the superior. You are the superior being now. No, you aren't. You are no longer because they're called Homo superior. And he's like, she's basically saying like, nope, you ain't superior to nothing now. We're gonna be the ones taking over. And she chalks him through the wall, and Nightcrawler and Morph are in there. Like, what the heck? They didn't know what was going on. Wolverine sees it, and he's like, I gotta talk to Beast about his choice in women.
Yeah.
And she blasts Wolverine. And then we switch back to Jean, Scott, and Cable, and that I'm gonna call her Grandma. Well, not Grandma because she was a mom. Bastion's mom. Blast them, and Jean puts a bubble around them to protect them. And they land, and there's old mama, and she's threatening them. She's threatening them. So it's like, whoa. And then
And then the
Cable,
whole neighborhood.
before they notice that, Scott goes, "You got any more of those electronic bomb thingies?" And
Right.
Cable looks and he goes, "We're gonna need a lot more than one."
That's
And
right.
Jean's like, "Oh my god, he turned the whole town? The whole town?" So yeah, everybody is a Sentinel now. Like, what is happening here? They start blasting him. Scott's like, "Run, run,
Exactly.
get to the jet. We out of here." And he tries to blast old mama, and she just puts a shield and like, nah, ain't gonna do nothing to me. Blast them back, and they're just taking off. They're running back to the X jet. So they get in. They're like, "We out. Bye." They take off back to Beast and his new girlfriend, who's now a Sentinel robot.
Sentinel. Yes, Toby. He did that to his mom. Sorry, I'm spouting the comments on the other side.
You're good.
But the one thing I had a question was what happened to the dad? I mean,
They never really bring that up.
yeah, because I mean, if he's got Nimrod in his system, so his dad should still be fully functional.
You would think he's part of the plan somehow. You would think. Yeah, they never bring that up. It's a good point. I never thought about that. So Morph is not unconscious, as Beast appears to be after Trish blasted the crap out of him, and he don't look too happy. He's like, "I'm gonna turn the Juggernaut."
Right.
I'm the Juggernaut. Okay.
Easy.
Yeah. Don't you know who I am?
So he turns it. Now remember again, he can look like anybody, but the powers, as long as it's strictly physical, he can get that too. And all he does is punch things and stuff, so he can do that. And she grabs him by the arm and just chucks him. Nightcrawler is basically Nightcrawler happens to be in the way, so Nightcrawler and him are flying through the air, and Morph is out. Nightcrawler's about to hit the thing there, and he's knocked out. This is not looking good for our mutant friends. Now we're back to Jubilee and Roberto, and the butler is looking for them because he wants to blast them, and they're like, "What is happening? What is going on? What's up with your butler? What's good?" They don't even know like it's worldwide at all. Like, so they're taking off. Now all these other people are trying to
employees.
them. What in the world? So like, we got to get out of here. We got to run. They're trying to kill us. We got to get the heck out of here. And then it kind of sort of gets separated. He's like, meet me outside. Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that? Exactly.
So there they go. They're still trying to get him. Now we're back to the mansion, the X mansion, whatever we call it. And there's riots out there. Now it just looks like normal human riots. They don't like the mutants. You said Xavier was dead. You lied. What's going on? Are we about to get invaded by aliens? I think that's probably what this is all about. And I could understand that. They're upset. Next thing you know, half of them start blasting into the sky, and they're
Exactly.
looking like, "What?"
Exactly.
And there they go, and everybody's like, "Wait a minute!" And they're like, "Oh, we out." They start running. They're out of there.
Deuces.
Deuces. And then you see there's fires in the mansion because they're still all fighting in there. Wolverine, he shows up. He's ready to fight.
We can't do this. I'm on her case.
There's 10
How many
episodes. Colin.
episodes? Oh, I didn't see that. Put it up there. Yeah, this is 8, and there's 2 more after this one.
There's 2 more episodes. Yes, you have to suffer a little bit longer. Thank you for the gifts, Toby.
As you know, Wolverine has a healing factor, so even if you do knock him out, it ain't gonna be long. He's gonna get right back up again because he heals really fast, and he ain't even bothered by the fire all over the place there.
Nope.
So anyway, Trish flies up and blasts him, and pretty much blasts him out of the mansion. Now they're up in the air, and he's stabbing the crap out of her. He's like, jump, 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 as they're flying in the air. It ain't even doing nothing. And then he starts to fall, and he's like, well, if I fall, look at all these people coming after him.
I'm gonna take them down take them on the way down.
That's it. I'm gonna get a piece of all of y'all. Slick, snink, whatever they call it. Yeah. He's chopping up everybody. This guy got split in half. And then back to Rogue, and if you look in the background, that looks like a horror movie.
Yeah, the Village of the Damned. Remember?
Yes.
Village of the Damned. Well, yeah.
Christopher Reeve.
On the blonde kids. Yeah, whenever their powers go, their all eyes go yellow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We bake holes and teeth.
So
yeah, Village of the Damned.
I don't know what their intentions are with Rogue, because even though she's knocked out, remember, she got Miss Marvel's powers. She's pretty much indestructible. So I don't know what their plans are, but anyway, if you look at this guy's chest, there's something popping through it.
Wolverine.
We know who that is. Who got 3 claws on each hand? That's Wolverine.
It's your boy.
You are now Sentinel Shish Kebab.
Yep.
He takes care of him real quick. Again, they heal quick too. And then they're all looking at him like, why are you fighting us? Why? This is inevitable. And he goes, I got 6 reasons right here. Here's your 6 reasons. And then somebody else pops in. He goes, no, my friend, 9. Now, this is hilarious because the word 9 in German
is never.
No. And he just said to him, no, my friend, 9. So it's 9 as the number, and it's 9 as no, you're not alone. And you have 9 shark thingies, not just 6.
9.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was clever. That was clever. Kudos to the writers. I just got notification so late. We're 28 minutes in, so others might have gotten it late. Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Yeah, she's good. Hey, lady.
It is what it is. So, yeah, this was a really good fight. This was really, really good. And we're going to see something soon. So, there they go. They're fighting and slicing and dicing. Rogue is just laying there, still unconscious. I don't know why she's unconscious this long, because that's kind of weird, but it is what it is.
Well, she was exhausted. I mean, with her Revenge Rampage tour.
Yeah, and she took a direct hit.
Yeah.
Dude, direct hit. Everybody else kind of was like a second hit. But anyway, he just sliced, as you can see, somebody's body here. Wolverine. And they're just fighting. It's an awesome scene. I wish I could show it to you, but copyright and all that stuff. So,
and let's be real, when Nightcrawler fights, it is awesome as well. Him and Wolverine together, deadly.
Oh
yeah, and you're looking at Nightcrawler's stance. That's like textbook right there. Textbook fencing and sword fighting.
Exactly.
And he did something what they didn't know. He's not left-handed.
He's not left-handed, or he is?
You missed that whole mark. Come on, Rick. You know that, Mark. Because I know something you don't. Oh yeah, what's that? I'm not left-handed.
You're silly. Okay, I missed that one.
The Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were
on X-Men and Marvel, man. That's jeez.
Yeah. I'm zoned in on Marvel right now.
Right. He got me with that.
We change IPs right now. So Kurt's like, listen, we got to get these guys away from Rogue. So he's like, he's going to grab each one of them and teleport. So see ya. Boom. He's out. And Wolverine's like, all right, you do that and I'm going to do what I do. And this is one of the most incredible, coolest things I've ever seen. At least I got excited the first time. You get to see what it looks like when Nightcrawler teleports somebody. and it looks absolutely insane. So he's turning around, facing towards where he wants to go. Everything looks kind of warped. And then Wolverine got his claws still in this dude. Everything's starting to look really weird and warped. Wolverine looks weird. You can tell he's like, what is this? What's going on here? He's looking like, oh, it just looks weird, but it was so cool when I saw it for the first time.
He looks scared.
It looks so weird. Like, what is happening? How I have to control my body.
Exactly.
And, look at this. It's just it looks weird, but it's the inside of a teleport. It's the wildest thing. So he finally gets to the destination, I guess, and now they're like, all right, well, I think we got him, but nope, more coming. I don't know how they're not tired by now. I'm sure they are.
It just reminds me of the Age of Ultron scene.
Yeah,
is that the best you can do?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You had switching
back to okay, no problem. Switching back to Jubilee. She's still running, and remember they got separated. He goes, "I'll meet you outside." Now I don't know why she is on the roof of a building. I'm like, if you want to get away from people, I don't think the roof is the best place for you to go.
It's the ground of the parking garage.
What is wrong with you? So she's running. They're still trying to get her, and she's like, everybody could fly but me. So I think she's making an attempt using her powers to like do like an Iron Man thing and blast the ground. Yeah. Nope. She's falling down. Ah! She's like, why everybody can fly but me? So she's literally falling there. She looked like she's about to die. And then somebody swoops in. Who is this? Somebody grabs her, scoops her up.
He's Roberto.
He's like, you can fly too? He's like, I've been practicing in the danger room, actually. I was going to surprise you. I'm sure she don't care. She's just glad she's not splat on the ground right now. And so, yeah, they're trying to get away from everybody. He's like, I got the hang of this mostly, but he goes, steering is still tough. So he's trying to turn, whatever. And they're still trying to kill him. Switching back again to Scott, Jean, and Cable in the X-Jet. Jean does a mama thing. Put on your seatbelt. Jean, you are not his mama. Hilarious. And I think he said something like, you're not my mom. It's so funny, the stuff they add in here. Yeah. So a whole bunch of these Sentinels are coming after them. Like it's a lot. And they're getting to the plane. They're trying to smash it, do whatever they can. When you see that blue highlight hue, that's Jean using her powers. So she's trying to like swat them off, get off the plane. But now there's a whole ton of them right in front of them. Oh, man. And now they go right into the engine. I guess did
sacrifice.
They kill them? Maybe. Did they kill them? I don't know, because they heal pretty fast. I don't know. But
but if you're going through a slicer, chances are no.
Yeah. So, which causes an explosion. Obviously, boom. Plane is still in the air, but an explosion. And Jean's trying to hold it together, and this guy is smashing through the glass, and they're like, let's get to the back of the plane. And out of the plane, I don't know if you can tell from here, a car comes out. Not just any car. Oh, no, a Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
A flipping Porsche comes out of the car. Vroom. Wow, okay, last thing I expected to see out of a jet is a Porsche coming out the car. So that's their getaway car right now. And he's like, Cable's like, you have a Porsche?
Well, yeah, I mean, and that was the funniest thing. As gargantuan as he is, how do you fit that little thing? Because, Porsches are tiny.
Yeah, pretty funny. So, yeah, that's their getaway car. They're trying to get away, but they're still being followed. They're still being attacked. Cable literally rips off the top, starts blasting with his gun. Jean's doing what she can. And then Scott's like, they're inside of a mountain. So Scott's using his optic blast to make a path into and through these rocks and mountains so the car can have somewhere to go. So they're not in a, blocked area. And Cable's just blasting away, and Jean is steering the car with her powers. Wild scene. Wild, crazy scene. So there you can see he's making a hole for them to drive through, and Cable's shooting, blah, blah, blah. And then they pop out of this mountain. Probably didn't realize, we're about to hit the end. And I don't know why Jean just didn't try to save the car, but they abandoned the car, puts them all in a bubble, and the car blows up, but she keeps them safe within the bubble. Why did you save the car, Jean? Porsche ain't cheap. She did. I don't know why. Anyways, another scene change back to Roberto's mom's party, human party to help the poor mutants in Genosha. I'm saying it like that because that's how she acts. Like she's doing such a honorary humanitarian thing. But remember, Roberto and he's flying with Jubilee. He goes to the party, crashes through the window, and everyone's like, "What the heck? What's that?" And then he gets up, and I purposely captured this so you can see his face, leaving the body the rest of the way, because that's what he looks like when he uses powers. He's like, "Mom, these guys are trying to kill us." And then they come and they're like, "We did not kill mutants. We tried to save them." Like, so Mom, you traitor. She says, "Just do what they say." Your son just told you they're trying to kill you. Why don't you believe your son? And he's like, "Mom, are you serious right now?" Like, look at his face. Like, I can't believe you're doing this. So, we're going to see what happens to them in a second. This is Bastion arriving in his, I don't know what kind of car this is, but it clearly looks expensive.
Looks like a Rolls Royce.
Yeah. And he gets to the X Mansion and sees the handiwork that they've done, and he's pleased. He's happy. And then he gets a call. His hand is a phone. How funny is that? He gets a call from Sinister. He's like, "That human, she let Magneto go. What's wrong with her? Like, she's out of her mind." I was like, why would she say she's out of her mind? She's human. She's not a robot, or she ain't evil like y'all, but whatever. And he's like, "Oh, all right, whatever. It's too late for them to do anything anyway." We talking about Magneto here. But let me not skip ahead. So he makes a portal. I didn't even know he could do this. Just teleport to his main base. I didn't even know he could do this. That was pretty wild. So he's back and he sees the collar was taken off of Magneto, and he's got her Val Cooper up here. Like, I don't know where this idea came from to hang her this way, but that's what he did. And she basically says Magneto was right, and you guys are wrong. And this is the flashback showing that she's releasing Magneto. She takes the collar, bloop, pops off, and then he's like, "I'm out." That circle thing is him. It is magnetic bubble. He takes off immediately. And back to the party. And yeah, Mom is letting them not only take them away, but put mutant collars on them so they can't use their powers. Wow, really? And earlier the people were like, "Her son is a mutant? Her son is a mutant?"
I know all the whispers like, "Oh my god, like this is such a bad look."
Yeah. So it's just disgusting behavior. So Magneto's still in his Speedo. Going to the North Pole. And he starts to do this, which I believe would be an electromagnetic pulse, EMP, which disrupts all electronics throughout the entire planet. Because if you're a robot, you need to use electricity, and that's the only way to stop them. So he did what he had to do. And it literally, as you can see, covers the entire planet. So anything electrical, it ain't working.
Shuts down.
Now, I heard a lot.
Uh-oh.
A lot of people talking about saving electronic equipment in the hospital. Aren't they going to die? Isn't he now responsible for thousands of people, maybe more, dying? And I'm like,
billions. Sorry, I'm in the background, y'all. For everybody watching, I've got like allergies, so I'm trying to stay quiet.
Yeah, I mean, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Magneto cares much more about mutants than humans. Sorry, but he does. He's like, "No, you ain't letting my people get wiped out just because of a few of y'all dying." No. So yeah, and then we got the special guests popping up, Spider-Man. Because when the power goes out, everybody's like, "Wait, what's up? What's going on? What's happening?" And the next one we got Brian,
Silver Samurai,
and then we got
Omega Red.
Now they show him because he has electronic stuff that's keeping him,
and he has adamantium,
incapacitated, and now that's deactivated, so he's gonna be free now, and the people there with him are freaked out because he's probably gonna kill him. So yeah, and you don't want to be caught in those
his little tentacle or whip.
Tentacles. Yeah, tentacles. There's a good name. That's a good name. So EMP hits, and you can see that everybody in the air, they're starting to fall down. All Sentinels, because no more power. No power, can't power you no more. Jean, Scott, and Cable, they're looking and they're seeing everybody falling down, and they're probably like, "Okay, what's going on?" But we're happy. What is happening? And back to the X Mansion, and Wolverine, Beast, Nightcrawler, Rogue is still there. They got Rogue outside and still in the bed. They look exhausted. Beast looked like he's still knocked out. And they're like kind of celebrating the victory. And Wolverine's like, he finally did it. And Morris like, what do you mean? He goes, Magneto declared war.
Yep.
Pretty much did.
Yep.
You can see like Sentinel back there just laying all over the wall there. That's kind of funny. And then they said something about, oh man, too bad Xavier wasn't here. Just as they say that, shrinking through the sky.
My X-Men.
It looks like a ship of Shi'ar make, I would say. Looks like a Shi'ar type of ship because they look like kind of bug-like, sort of. And then you see somebody's in there. They're getting ready to take their helmet off. And who is it? Who is it? They're looking. Morph's starting to smile. It's Xavier. He's back. He's back. He's alive. And what does he do? What does he say? Not gonna lie. When I first saw this,
X-Men.
When I first saw this the first time, and he said that, I got chills.
Yes.
It was a cool moment. To me, my X-Men. And then you
That's
see
right.
Beast and Aurora and Jean and Scott. And yeah, that's it. It's the end.
That was it.
It was
End of part 1.
Yep, part 1 of a part 3. Yep. So, yeah. It was a very action-packed video for sure. Loved it. Actually watched it a few times, actually. It was like, this is really cool. Plus, I want to make sure I kept up with everything going on since we're going to be talking about it, obviously. So, yeah, I loved it. Thought it was great. The Nightcrawler teleport thing, when I first saw that, I was like, yo, what? That's what it looks like. That's crazy.
Yeah, because every time when he does a jump, he has to have a foresight of where to go.
Yeah, that's why he won't go where he doesn't know what it looks like, because he goes, I could teleport into a wall. I got to know where I'm going. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty wild. But yeah, fight scenes were good. There was a lot of action. I loved this episode. I thought it was really, really good. If you were to rate this episode 1 out of 10, what would you give it?
I give it an 8.
Don't scream in the background. 10. Yes, I think I'll give it a.
I give it an 8.
Yeah, give it a. I'm trying to decide between 8.5 and 9. So I really like this episode, but I'll say 8.5. So I'll be a little different. But yeah, I thought it was great. Definitely looking forward to more. Looking forward to Rogue. You ever gonna wake up? What's going on? Now that you got all these Sentinels lying all over the place, what you gonna do now? Are they dead because they're robots? Can they be reverted back to human or not? Which we'll find out later. Yeah, so many questions. Xavier's back. What does that do now to the status quo? Is he now the leader again? Or they're going to be like, nah, bro, you ain't been here for a while. You ain't telling us what to do. Like, so many questions. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the next ones. I really enjoy this one. Chat, whatever. But, yeah, I enjoyed it. Uh-oh.
I had a kick out of the whole series. I think they did an outstanding job, and I said that before we did episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I want to apologize to your audience for being off camera and being on mute because these allergies are kicking my butt.
That's
Coach,
all right.
I see you over there. Tobishka, thank you for the gifts and everything. We are multi-streaming this. I look forward to every episode. If you have not seen this, I recommend watching it, especially all the DC animated fans. Marvel showed off on this one. Big ups to them.
Definitely.
Excuse me, sorry.
And if you watched and enjoyed, hey Sadie, and enjoyed
Sadie.
the original when you were a kid, there's no way you're not gonna like this. There's no way. It was really, really good. So because it literally continues right off from where it left off.
Everybody say hi to Sadie.
What's up?
Hi, Sadie. Bonjour, mademoiselle.
No,
I think they speak English where she's
I'm sorry.
She's in Montreal. They speak French.
Coachy Poo was in the house.
Yeah, I saw Coachy Poo on my broadcast earlier too. I was like, whoa, Coachy Poo's here. What's up? So yeah, anyway, that's the end of this one. When will we do the next one? Depends on we can rearrange our schedules again.
Yeah, I'll be back in town March 13th. That's Thursday evening. Okay. And then I'll be without my truck for a week because it's going to be in the shop.
Okay, gotcha. So, all right.
How's this one?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the background. First, I didn't know what he was talking about. I was what?
Right.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Goodness gracious.
Les bon et tout aller.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let the good times roll.
Still can't believe Gambit is gone.
Only thing rolled is this toilet paper roll I'm using. Sorry.
All right, so maybe in a couple of weeks we do another one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be home. Yeah, I'll be home March 13th.
Cool. I will definitely have the pictures ready. I'm not gonna lie to you. This takes a lot of work creating all them pics. Believe it or not, wouldn't seem like it is, but it is. I was up till 2:00 in the morning last night.
See.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was like, I only got one day. I got to do it. Stay up as long as it takes, and I did. So yeah. But
Yeah, I'm almost done packing. Gonna load up my truck so that way I'll wake up at 5, 6 o'clock. I'm on the road.
on the road again.
Yep.
Get on the road again.
All right, I guess that's about it. Any final words? Any comments? Tony, I will again put in your links. I'm just gonna copy and paste it from the last one. Do you have any links at all, Brian? Or
No.
okay, I was gonna say
You just can't tie it.
Nah.
So-
I just choose not to.
Yeah, send smoke signals or carrier pigeons. That's gonna be how you're gonna get hold of Brian.
Absolutely.
Or Western Union.
Yeah, that works too. Slip a little cash in there. That works. All right,
Obviously,
y'all.
Rick, you need some rest. If you're looking for me, ladies and gentlemen, Linktree, Tony D. Original. Just that simple. Appreciate you, Rick. Brian, good seeing you. Get ready for that trip you got. You all will see us again sometime soon. We're going to do this a lot more often, as much as possible. As long as our schedules align, it's not a problem. Man. Thanks again.
Definitely. Looking forward to it. And yeah, hey, this could turn into a regular thing.
Absolutely.
Never know. This can grow and grow and grow. More people coming on with us. Who knows?
Absolutely.
So yeah, definitely. All right, everybody, have a great night. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the things to do.
Smash the like button.
Smash that
Like and subscribe. Smack that button. Smack that like button like now.
Hulk smash that thing. Juggernaut smash that thing.
All right.
We are out. I'm the Juggernaut.
We're out. From the East Coast, from the Gulf Coast, we are out, ladies and gentlemen.
We out, y'all.
Catch
All
ya.
right, peace. We'll see you next time.